Oh hey, I wanted to share with you all how I do my portrait nails. I did intend to voice over this, however I'm full of flu right now, so you'll have to be okay with AI. Soz about that. So the first thing I do is grid my picture using Canva. I highlight any important details with some additional grid lines. Next I'm going to paint my nail canvas white and follow this with a layer of matte top coat. Next up, I sketch out my grid lines onto my canvas. I don't measure this or anything, I do it by eye. Throwing measurements and numbers into the mix confuses my brain, so I find it easier to do it this way. Once I've sketched out my grid lines, then I'll sketch out the basic outline of my image, like so. Once I'm happy with my sketches, I wipe away the grid lines around the outside with some alcohol on a brush, and then follow with another layer of matte top coat to seal in the sketch. Just don't make the same mistake I made here, and wait for the alcohol to evaporate before going in with matte, because the alcohol will remove your sketches as you drag it down. Glasses on, ready for paint. First task is to color match. I do this by mixing colors until I find the color that's the closest match to the image, checking at every stage and adjusting as I need to. Using my silicone tool, I mix the paint and hold it up to the image to check how closely it matches. I do this for every major color in the image, and my palette ends up looking something like this. Now for the fun part, the painting. I don't cure any of this until I've got 90% of the design drawn out. The way the gel blends together when it's wet really gives it that realistic look. So here I'm adding some small details to the wet gel that's already on the nail. I really love the way gel works and how it can be marbled into a thing of beauty. Once I'm happy with it, I'll cure, and then I'll go in with smaller details, like fur and whiskers in this case. I'll keep going until I've added every detail I need to, and I'm happy with the result. Also, this voice is so hilarious and robotic. I might start speaking like this in real life. Hello, I am Nikki and I am a robot. Lol. Once I've added the finer details and I've cured for a second time, it's time for top coat. I really enjoy this part. There's something about top coat that makes the design pop, and I'm here for it. And here is the finished result. I'm so pleased with how this turned out. All thanks to my Brillbird gel paints and my trusty gel bottle liner brush, and the technique I use. If you decide to have a go at portrait nails after watching this, please let me know in the comments and tag me in your posts. I'd really love to see your work, and to know if you found this useful. Endless love as always to you all.